welcome to your number one news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub, Creatia Conversation. I am your host, patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter. As you can hear, because it's his auto-tune is picking up a little bit of everything, I'm joined today by Lord Cusselot, Travis Pointer, aka Brad King, aka Big T, aka Sweet T, aka T Money, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC.
What's happening?
Yeah, it's like making every little noise you make echo like a
motherfucker.
Really? Yeah, every pen move, that was fun.
Good to know.
All right, yeah, Travis, how have you been?
Whew. I'm making it, Matt. I'm making it. We got a lot of things I'm working on for us that are about to change up a bit. Some personal stuff I'm working on too that's going to make things a bit easier. It's a whole lot of stuff happening, but good things happening.
Are you finally, putting people in your house to work on editing and stuff so you have less to do? Is Amani getting on board with lightening your workload? Is that what we're working on?
No, that's not it. But
because she used to come by and hang out and laugh at all the stuff I say. She don't show up no more. I'm a little hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Why doesn't she love me anymore?
I've been wondering that myself, but everybody doesn't love you as much as I do.
That's true. Sony leaked harder than Matt after I got done fisting him. Hi, Taekwon. So, I beat Final Fantasy 16 and the DLC.
Okay.
I still want to go back and create the Ultimate Weapon and finish doing some shit on Final Fantasy Plus mode.
Did you because you were looking for, what was the thing, Leviathan? Did you get Leviathan?
So that is a different DLC. So apparently I wasn't paying attention when we watched that, and it's two separate DLCs. So there is another DLC coming.
Oh, okay.
And that should deal with Leviathan. So this one is it was cool. It was a lot about the Fallen, and like one of their towers activates and you learn more about them and shit. Get the Omega weapon. So there was some cool shit in there. But
okay, that's pretty dope.
Quan Chi dropped on Mortal Kombat, but I haven't really got to touch it because every night John's like, let's play Diablo. And I've got a level 83 rogue that I guess I want to get to level 100. So grinding that out, finishing the season stuff before they change it.
Grind it. Okay.
Finally watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, you hadn't seen that yet? Okay.
No, dude, like I had to wait for it to come on streaming, and then I was like, Kate was like, yeah, I kind of want to see it, and then we didn't have time, and then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, just watch it without me. I'm like, all right, cool. So I did that, and Sisu we watched the other night.
Sisu.
So we watched a trailer for it. Basically, it's this old Norwegian soldier who becomes like a gold miner, and he strikes gold out in the middle of nowhere, and then he's got to deliver that gold to a bank, and he runs foul of Nazis on his way, and then he's got to murder a bunch of Nazis who are trying to steal his gold.
Okay.
It's like old man John Wick. Everything's John Wick.
Mm-hmm. All right, dude.
What about you? You've been playing or watching? I know you've been playing Lego Fortnite.
Actually, no. I was like specifically saving it to play for the first time on stream, and I was going to stream it a couple days ago and had some technical difficulties. I'm like, let me fix this before I do this again. So that's coming. I'm gonna do that. But still, when I got some time, hop on and play some Baldur's Gate. It's not a video game, but it is gaming. Still Dungeons and Dragons every week. Last night was a lot of fun. I traumatized my players pretty well in the last couple sessions, and that makes me happy. They were upset, and I laughed.
But I'm not gonna lie, I liked Dungeon Daddy better than Do Better.
Oh, Dungeon Daddies, yeah, that's what they call me when we're playing D&D. Because instead of Dungeon Master, I go with Dungeon Daddy. Yeah.
Taekwon, is that what you're gonna call Travis from now on? Is Dungeon Daddy?
What was I gonna say? But as far as what else I've been watching though, I watched the Yu Yu Hakusho live action on Netflix over the weekend.
Okay.
Did you watch Yu Yu Hakusho back in the day? I don't remember if we ever talked about this.
Not I didn't watch it. I caught things here or there, but I wasn't like invested in it.
So I don't know if we talked about this before or not. May have mentioned this on the show before. Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime of all time.
Okay.
I love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is what got me into anime and all that, but my favorite anime of all time is Yu Yu Hakusho. So watching the live action over the weekend, I don't hate it like a lot of people seem to. Even though I can understand why they didn't like it and weren't too happy with it. Like it felt rushed. Like a lot of things that seemed pretty important to the overall story and the development of characters and all that kind of stuff were left out. So it's just, I get why they did it. It was only 5 episodes. So it's just like, okay, I understand. But there were certain things which is like, it takes time to get to these moments. And it's like, you're going to rush through them. And one of the biggest parts of Yu Yu Hakusho, as far as I'm concerned, is the Dark Tournament. And I feel like with the way they did this first season is they just skipped over the Dark Tournament and we're not getting it. Like, that's something that they build to, and then they do that Dark Tournament. It's like, oh, this is dope. Like the whole thing through it was great. And it's just like they skipped that. And I'm like, that's disappointing.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do it right, or just don't do it at all. Like, maybe have your 5 episodes build to the Dark Tournament. Let your next 5 episodes, season 2, whatever, be the Dark Tournament.
That's what I was saying too. Like and I don't even know if all Yu Yu Hakusho fans feel like the Dark Tournament is like the biggest thing in Yu Yu Hakusho, if that's like the thing for them, but that was the thing for me, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a whole season dedicated to it, basically. And like the whole thing with the arena full of demons and shit, and the way they were talking shit to, Yusuke and all his friends and stuff, because there were humans in there and they like everybody else was a demon and all that kind of shit. It was a whole thing happening. So there was that. Saw that. Also saw the Gran Turismo movie over the weekend.
Okay.
Pretty fucking good, They didn't play the Nas song during the movie though, so that was a little disappointing, but got over it. That's again another favorite of mine. Favorite Nas song is "Hate Me Now." Speaking of Yu Yu Hakusho, I found something out a couple days ago that another anime, Hunter x Hunter, which I used to at first thought was Hunter x Hunter, and then later somebody else told me it's Hunter cross Hunter, but then later on somebody like, no, it's just Hunter x Hunter. I'm like, yeah, whatever the fuck. So that shit apparently made by the same dude that did Yu Yu Hakusho, and I'm like, nobody told me this shit. Okay, watching this now. So we started that.
So you know what I found out on Getting Off with Katie?
What'd you find out?
The guy that wrote A Christmas Story also wrote, and I believe they came out in the same year, 1974's horror classic Black Christmas.
Oh,
like the same person.
So this person both loved Christmas and hated Christmas.
And clearly, yeah. Like he basically wrote When a Stranger Calls, but the Christmas version, and then also like one of the most beloved Christmas movies of all time by white people. So
Interesting. And then also yesterday, Disney Plus dropped Percy Jackson and the Olympians early.
I got that in our news.
Yeah, so we watched the first episode of that last night. Mara, what are you referring to?
When a Stranger Calls. The call is coming from inside the house.
Got it. Okay. How you doing, Mara? Good to see you.
What up, Mara?
But yeah, that's it for me as far as what I've been watching, what I've been playing. But I wanted to ask you something though. Are you familiar with this? What?
I don't know. You just wanted to ask me something. You never want to ask me questions.
Oh, yeah. I'm just curious about something. Actually, Amani was more curious about this than I was, but she wanted me to ask you, so I'm going to ask you. Have you ever watched the show, I believe it's on Prime, called From?
No,
yes, I have not. Got Harold Perrineau in it. It's creepy ass show.
What's up, JJ?
It's a horror series. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's on Prime.
I think we watched something about it, and it was one of those things like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check this out, but like it was releasing way later, and then I just completely forgot about it.
Okay. Yeah, it's called From, Harold Perrineau. He's like the mayor of this town, and it's like
she
the town
did
is all
show
fucked up. Like, oh, look at that. She's there. I think she showed up because she knew I was going to ask you that question today, so she wanted to be there when I did so. But yeah.
Was she here when I talked about how she doesn't come and watch me anymore because she doesn't love me anymore?
Yeah, also Prime. Okay. I remember seeing like the actual thing on Prime. So that's when I'm like, all right.
Well, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to put that on my list. I got 2 weeks off. I got nothing better to do.
Yeah. That's it for me as far as what I've been watching and playing, though.
All right,
I did actually restart watching the Yu Yu Hakusho anime, though, just because, I'm like, this wasn't quite right. So let me go and see what I'm supposed to get here. And I'm just like, oh, this is so much better.
True. I want to thank everyone who's watching us, whether it's live at twitch.tv/Creatia World, where if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you link it to your Twitch account. You get a free sub every month. My favorite sub is in the chat right now, Taekwon, even though he's being shy and quiet because there are girls here. Funny enough, I watch the show and don't say anything in the chat. Okay. So give us your sub, show us a little bit of support. It costs you nothing. You're paying for Prime. This is just a cherry on top. You're getting those presents delivered, all that stuff. Prime packages coming, getting that delivery. This is just a bonus to what you're already paying for. So you can show us a little support and hook us up. We'd appreciate it. So please go do that. Also, youtube.com/Creatia World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Travis, do you know what that does?
Believe it boosts the algorithm and helps find new listeners is the word I was looking for. Listeners,
that
not
is
listeners.
Correct.
Yeah.
Boost the algorithm and helps find new listeners, which is what we want. Like, listen, we're trying to grow. We're trying to make something of this. We had great growth in 2022. We had growth in 2023 as well. We are growing as a brand and as podcasters. I think I'm pretty fucking good at hosting these shows. I think I do a great job. Travis hasn't fired me yet.
You're not bad,
People like working with me. So please go show us that support. And Travis, what am I?
Oh, you're a whore for clicks.
Whore for clicks, whore for views, whore for listens, all of that. Please share me around with everyone you love. Your friends, your family, your step family. We're on Pornhub. That's a thing. Do that as well. Best friends, exes, enemies, all of that. If you enjoy me, they'll enjoy me. And the more people that enjoy me, the better things that happen for Creatia World.
I'll tell you what, too. So we're trying to grow here. So I want to encourage you all to help us grow. So where are we at as far as, let's see, subscribers on YouTube? Not at 500 yet. So when we get to 500, I'll put up a poll and I'll let y'all decide what color I dye my beard next.
There you go. 500 listeners. Travis will dye his beard. You guys get to pick the color. And
right now I'm doing the Christmas thing with the red and green. But, once we hit 500, I'll let y'all decide the next one.
The first show that I host after we hit 500, I will do it topless because I have no issue going topless on the show. You guys know that. So there are your bonuses. Travis's dyed beard and titties from Matt.
There you go.
Also, while you're doing all that fun stuff, flick the bean for us. Hit that notification bell. Get notified every time we go live, whether it's Monday through Friday for the Creatia Conversation, which you only have 2 more episodes of in 2023. Tomorrow and Friday are it, and then we are done until January 8th. Smacking a Raw every Saturday at 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern. Coming back on January 8th with a very special guest, and getting off every other Sunday, also at 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern time. Coming back on January 7th. So you got January 6th, Smacking a Raw, January 7th, getting off, and the return of the Creatia Conversation on January 8th. And like Travis said, he'll be streaming games in between. So if you have that notification bell on, you'll know when he goes live.
Yup.
Watch
so get in there and watch. Some of y'all like to watch. I know you do.
Listen, and now that they're kind of iffy on artistic nudity, I can maybe, just like wear some pasties or maybe even show a little bit of nipple when I go topless this time. So
exactly.
At least on Twitch. I don't know about YouTube. I've seen some wild shit on YouTube. So like if I can get Travis to put up a thing that says that me being topless is for fashion purposes, we can get away with a lot of shit. So.
Yeah. Strangely, things that we can get away with on YouTube and can't get away with on Pornhub, which just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey,
is what it
whatever.
Is.
Well, we're gonna have a conversation about Pornhub at some point too, because they tripping. But we'll talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Newsy time. All right. Travis.
Newsy time.
Yeah, see, there you go. All right. I got a little something for you.
What you got for me?
Warning to
Ooh, South Park.
Paramount Plus exclusive event is not suitable for children.
You guys, we have a big problem. Of course kids are gonna see it. We're talking about someone who influences our children. This isn't just softcore porn we're talking about here.
South Park, not suitable for children. Now streaming
You like that, guys?
Now streaming is there already?
on Paramount Plus.
And I just saw that they posted that today. So, like, you can go watch that.
Man, they
today.
just shadow dropped the new South Park and didn't tell nobody. All right.
Exactly. And very much in line with what we do here. I was excited. I was like, Travis is going to love
That
this.
is. That's very exciting. Hold on. Let me.
Adult South Park. When has South Park ever?
They did that shit when I'm just like, oh, I'm not paying for Paramount Plus anymore because all the Star Trek stuff is over with. Like all the Star Trek stuff is over with, Big Brother's over with. Like, there's no reason for me to have Paramount Plus now. And now I'm just, let me see.
Yep.
I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so special, 46 minutes long. Okay. Cool. Add that to the list.
So you aren't paying for Paramount Plus anymore, or you are?
No, I'm not. I am not.
Okay.
I might have to go ahead and do it though for 1 month so I can watch the South Park special.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah. And then just unsubscribe again, or find a new way to subscribe through a different email address for free real quick, and then pop back out because. Yeah.
So Christmas is the season of giving, and with everything going on in WWE financially and with Vince and all of that, there's a lot of negativity around them. It's nice to have a little bit of positivity, and this is something that, I'm extremely happy about to talk about. We did a very special episode on Bray Wyatt over on Smack and Raw after he passed, and SE Scoops, Aaron Varble, WWE helping Bray Wyatt's kids with posthumous Legends deals. So Wyndham Rotunda passed away unexpectedly this year on August 24th, 2023 at the age of 36 years old. His loss was a tremendous loss for the entire pro wrestling world. WWE has also lost a legend that day, and now that legend status is official. Bray's name will be remembered for generations to come, and the WWE has taken care of his family so far. Now there's even more assurance that WWE will continue paying tribute to the Wyatt legacy while making sure JoJo Offerman and Bray Wyatt's children are financially stable. During a conversation on Wrestling Talk, Mike Rotunda, the father of Bray Wyatt, discussed his son's unfortunate passing and enduring sense of loss felt by everyone. Rotunda also disclosed that WWE has placed Wyatt on a Legends contract, ensuring that his children will continue to receive financial support they require.
It's fantastic. I love that.
That's fucking awesome. So, with, like I said, with all the negativity and bad things out there, it's nice to see, because I'm 36. You're now 37, but when Bray passed, you were still 36.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine just being gone and Zoe and Kate not having anything or anyone to take care of them.
Yeah.
WWE stepping up, being like, listen, this man did a lot for our company. We're going to make sure that his family's taken care of. He is no longer with us. They get no benefit, really. I mean, outside of they can sell merch, and that merch money is going to go to the family, but they get nothing from Bray anymore. Nothing new. But they put him on a Legends contract. They make sure his family's taken care of, righting the wrong. So
yeah, it's almost kind of like what I'm able to do, like with insurance. When you're setting things up, when you do insurance, there's a thing, called residuals, which you get like anytime somebody renews a policy, you get paid again, that kind of thing. And you can set up a thing where it's just like, if something happens to me, those payments can go to somebody else, Yes, Chad, get life insurance. If I still sold life insurance, I'd tell you to call me, but I don't do life insurance anymore.
I was going to say, and I would too, because I'm in the like they hit me up and we were going through some stuff, and then I just haven't heard from anybody in a while. So like, I would have
helped you out too, but I'm not licensed in Illinois.
Yeah.
I was licensed in a few states. Illinois just wasn't one of them.
So yesterday, big news day for Marvel fans. We found out that Kang is no longer Kang, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were in the chat. We were discussing some things, and some names were thrown around for recasting because everyone's like, just recast the character, right?
Yeah.
John Boyega being one of them.
I have a
Well,
hard time believing he'd do it.
comicbook.com's Kofi
He's-
Outlaw.
He's not a fan of Disney.
Well, I was just gonna say.
Okay, that's what it's about. My bad. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to bury the lead there. Sorry.
Comicbook.com's Kofi Outlaw. John Boyega's response to MCU Kang recasting resurfaces after Jonathan Majors firing. And essentially, it's just a tweet where someone's like, tell Anthony Mackie to connect you with whomever's in charge of recasting Kang. And it's just Donkey shaking his head no. No.
Oh, man. No. He is not. Like, he does not like the Disney folks at all. So,
And who can blame him, you know?
yeah.
So, do not look forward to seeing John Boyega as anything.
Yeah.
in the
He's
MCU.
enjoying just doing his thing. He got that Star Wars money. He moved on. He has no use for Disney anymore. Like he can do projects like, they clone Tyrone and shit, which I thoroughly enjoyed. That was a fun movie.
Yeah. Speaking of Star Wars and John Boyega, also from comicbook.com, this time Jenna Anderson, Star Wars Andor confirms bad news for season 2 release date. I know Katie's really sad about this. Andor's second season will not debut on Disney Plus in 2024. Star Wars Andor grabbed the attention of fans when it debuted on Disney Plus in late 2022, offering a new angle for the spacefaring events of the Star Wars universe. There's definitely a fair bit of hype around Andor's sophomore season, but it sounds like we'll have to wait a little while longer for it. According to a new 2024 release schedule unveiled by Disney on Tuesday night, the second season of Star Wars Andor is not among their releases for next year. This means that at the earliest, season 2 of Andor will premiere at some point in 2025. This comes after a panel at Star Wars Celebration indicated that the season would debut in August of 2024. So if you guys are a fan of Andor, you're going to be waiting at least another year and a half, which as fans of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, I guess doesn't seem like a big deal anymore, seeing as we're waiting 6 years for season 2 of that.
We be waiting forever for shit. So it's just like, all right, when are you doing it? 2029? All right, whatever. Like what? When did you say they were doing it? After Jesus comes back. Got you.
Is what it is. But I know there are a lot of people that love the Star Wars stuff on Disney. I am one of them. So like if you were looking forward to it because you were promised August, we know that the SAG after strike and the WAG strike happened and all that, or WGA strike. That's what I meant. SAG and WAG. That's where my head was, right?
I know.
That's what my balls do, SAG and WAG. So like all of that stuff happened and everything's getting delayed. Everything's getting pushed back. It's a thing. We're here for it. We'll get it when we get it.
And honestly, there's plenty of content out there for you to watch in the meantime. It's not like you're going to run out. So,
yeah. You mentioned it earlier, so we'll talk about it. This is from IGN, Alex Stedman. Percy Jackson and the Olympians premiere just surprise dropped a few hours early. So not only is South Park just shadow dropping new content on Paramount Plus, but Percy Jackson is just like, hey, you know what? A couple hours early, here you go. Merry Christmas. In case you were planning on staying up until midnight, obviously this was yesterday at like 8:30 p.m. Surprise, the 2-episode premiere of Percy Jackson and the Olympians is now available on Disney Plus about 6 hours ahead of schedule. Additionally, the first episode is also available on Hulu. The first 2 episodes were originally set to premiere at midnight Pacific time on December 20th. So today's move is a nice surprise for fans who are planning on staying up a little late to catch the premiere. I know I'm going to check it out. I know you said you've got it on your list. You want to check out Percy Jackson and the Olympians?
we watched the first episode already.
Okay. How was it?
I enjoyed it. I did.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, this is fun. Okay. Yeah. There's certain times where you just watch and you're like, kids are dumb. But it's just like, makes sense.
Listen, with me, you should always expect Sag and Wag to go there. If we still had dog.com, I would have tied that in too, but
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, can you take that out of the live stream setup?
Oh,
I copy and paste everything,
Yeah,
and then
I forgot
got
that
to
was
delete a
there.
line.
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah.
I meant
I'll
to
take that out.
figure why not. They're not with us anymore, unfortunately. RIPdog.com sponsorship. It happened.
Yeah, I can take that out of the template. Yeah,
New shit coming your way, ladies and gentlemen.
definitely. It's one of those things I'll be working on over the break.
I got this one for you, Travis, specifically because
Okay.
you're a DC comic fan. You're a Batman comic fan.
I sure
You
am.
love shit, right? So comicbook.com's Russ Burlingame, DC finally reveals alternate ending to Jason Todd's iconic death. He survives, and there's actually more weird changes. Last week, DC finally shared the alternate ending of Batman 428, the issue in which Jason Todd was killed. As a longtime fans will remember, the outcome of the issue was subject to a vote. Fans called a 900 number, which charged a fee to their phone bill and made their voices known, voting to get rid of the second Robin.
They just pause here. People hated Jason Todd as Robin so much. They called and paid money to kill him. Appreciate it, Mara.
Yeah, no, and again, this was a thing back then where like you had to call a not toll free, a toll number. I guess that's how you put it, and do those things. Like we talk about it in Return to Wrestling all the time, where they've got like the hotline, and you got to pay so much a minute to listen to news and rumors and gossip and shit. And people
it was all bullshit too, because it was like
there was
this a new former champion is thinking about coming here. Find out who it is, and it's somebody who's like a former like NWA champion back in like the 60s, and they just came in like just to talk to people.
Or it's Marty Jannetty.
Yeah. Because they won't say what they say, a former champion. So like somebody who was like a light heavyweight champion back in 1982.
It was clickbait before clickbait was a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Over the years, a few panels and pages from the alternate ending had resurfaced, but it wasn't until this month that DC released a new version of Batman 428 with colored and lettered versions of the alternate pages. Titled Batman, Robin Lives, the one-shot gives fans a glimpse of what might have been, not what we lost, since Jason Todd is back in action and has been for a decade anyway. Some may misremember it as an issue that ends abruptly when the body is found, but there's more to it than that, and obviously every page after that moment of discovery is totally different if Robin is alive instead of dead. So they got a key page, which circulated for years in its original black and white form, but in color. So we're going to check that out.
That's pretty dope. The thing is, if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have gotten the Red Hood, which is one of my favorite DC characters ever. So
I still need to know why they made his shorts so short.
I don't know. It's what they was wearing in there, you know.
Also, why does he? Oh, he's alive. That's why I'm like, why does he look so happy? He is so. And then I saw, oh, he's alive. Thank God. Okay, yeah, nope, that makes sense. That tracks. We got
even still. I normally don't really see Batman smile like that.
Yeah. One particularly cool thing to see fully realized, as noted by The Beat, in a scene in which Dick Grayson shows up to show up. In the period during which the story took place, Batman and his original ward has a pretty rocky relationship. That was actually one of the big things in the post-crisis on Infinite Earths era, picking up the complicated relationship they had in the Marv Wolfman, George Perez volume of the New Teen Titans. A deluxe edition hardcover for A Death in the Family. Editorial notes indicate that Alfred would have replaced Nightwing in the scene had Jason survived the vote and the pages had been published at the time. There's no indication that the Nightwing-less pages were ever drawn, but it's interesting to wonder, even now, if there's still some lost media from Batman 428. It's interesting to see DC publish this what-if style book for A Death in the Family comic, since Warner Brothers Home Entertainment also recently released an animated movie done in a choose-your-own-adventure style, so that you can tell various different stories set within that tale.
Yeah, that was a while ago. It was like you were only able to do it like there was a certain way you had to do it. Like you can only do it like on PlayStation or something, and it was fun. You can't do it anymore because that's still out on it's on HBO Max right now, but you can't do it the choose your own adventure way anymore.
Yeah. So if you guys ever want to know what would have happened had we not gotten Red Hood, had Jason Todd lived, because like I enjoyed Jason Todd in Teen Titans. He was an asshole, but I enjoyed him.
Or in Titans.
Titans, yeah, that's what I meant. In Titans.
Okay,
yeah.
but I say Teen Titans is the cartoon. You're talking about Titans on Max, right?
Yeah, Titans on Max. I enjoyed
Yeah.
everybody in Titans on Max. Titans was fantastic.
It was. You know, I still haven't finished Doom Patrol.
I have. I didn't love it. It got like
I didn't really love the
Doom
last
Patrol.
season period. That's why, like, when it came back, I was just like, I'm in no hurry to get to this, and then just forgot it was happening.
I had to complete it because I had, but like I know Doom Patrol is in of itself weird, but it just got really fucking like too weird.
I mean, I have nothing against weird shit. I enjoy the weird, but it was just like it was weird in a way that really wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was just like I honestly don't know if I'll ever finish it. I'll have to be bored out of my mind with no other content out there to consume before I like open that up again. I don't see it.
You're not. I mean, I guess the last episode is kind of a tearjerker. So there's that. Like I didn't cry, but like I could see how it would tug on the heartstrings. There's a whole thing with Cliff that really gets you. It made me a little sad. So there's that. But you're not really missing anything.
I didn't think so, but you know.
Everything plays out the way you kind of think it would, and it just might be worth it to just watch the last episode and be like, okay. Now I know what happened to everybody. Travis, I know you're here.
Metric.
I know you're here. But patreon.com/Creatia World. $1, 3 shows. Return to Wrestling, Slamboree, 1998. The Wolfpack is back, causing mass destruction.
Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling.
We're not deep into. We're beginning the journey of the Wolfpack, but they are officially.
Yeah, we got the tip in. We got the tip in. We ain't deep yet.
We got the tip in. The black and red colors are here. Travis and I had a blast talking about it. Everyone's shitting on Hulk Hogan. It makes me happy. It took 3 years to get to a point to where I'm really enjoying WCW outside of maybe 1 or 2 stories here or there. We're there. So go check that out. Again, that's $1. Same dollar. You get Multiverse with Travis and Mara. You guys
fucking
slam again.
That was the whole thing. You're just like trying to figure out names of different wrestling pay-per-views and shit. She couldn't remember what it was. She was like, is it Slam again? It was the whole thing because so many of them have the word slam in them. So it was funny.
SummerSlam, Slamboree. Yeah.
Slammiversary.
So, Travis, you said you're recording a new episode with Mara.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So that'll be out on Patreon before Christmas.
Yes.
And that is of?
Legion of Superheroes.
Katie joined Kate and I for the newest episode of If You Have to Ask, which is available now. It is called Sad Beige Baby. You'll have to watch to find out why it's called that. I promise you it's not racist, because I thought it was going to be racist when Kate read me the Am I the Asshole post. I'm like, I don't understand what this is about, but okay. It's not. We're good. However, all of that's available for $1. $1.
Working on another one for y'all, by the way. We'll see.
So
it's
now
not, which actually wouldn't be a podcast. It's something else. I'm working on something else for y'all. We'll see.
You might get 4 shows for $1 fucking dollar.
Mm-hmm.
New episodes every month. Also, we have other tiers that you can click on, and you get more perks. Like everything that $1 tier continues as you go up. The more you pay us, the more you get, not the less. So you get that plus stuff. One of those things is this show ad free, because who doesn't love ad-free shit? I mean, YouTube makes you pay for ad-free shit. Hulu, all your streaming services make you pay to watch it ad-free. We're going to do the same thing. But if you're watching us live, we have awesome sponsors. It's a little late now to put your orders in to get them before Christmas. But, we got discount codes. Maybe, after all your Christmas shopping's done, you're like, okay, now let me treat myself. We've got stuff for you to treat yourself with.
Treat yourself.
Without further ado, Travis is here, but not here. Just here a second time. He's going to do a wardrobe change and tell y'all about it.
Mm-hmm. Magic.
Spice things up in the bedroom. Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Did you see Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
I kind of like want to go through and just like make a whole calendar year versus pay-per-views by taking popular movies and putting the word slam in it, like Space Slam. I feel like we can do that. I can't unmute you because you have to unmute yourself, Travis.
My bad.
It won't give me the power. Let's get into our cover story. Well, our cover stories. Which, by the way, somebody deleted the Wednesday thing, and now I have to find that, but that's neither here nor there. Insomniac hackers, this is IGN's Wesley Yinpool. Insomniac hackers release stolen data, leak Wolverine videos, future projects, and more. The hackers who breached Marvel's Spider-Man developer Insomniac and threatened to release confidential data unless they were paid 50 BTC or Bitcoin, around 2 million within 7 days, have made good on their threats after Sony reportedly refused to meet their demands. According to Cyber Daily, the ransomware group Residia released 1.6 terabytes of data made up of more than 1.3 million files, which contain a variety of videos and images showing upcoming games, Marvel's Wolverine, personal staff information, and even a contract signed by both Marvel and Sony for future projects. Videos showing early Wolverine footage and unannounced characters are now online as the game's cast, a list of locations, the plot, the target release date, and so much more. Insomniac's release slate up to the end of 2033 is also listed alongside estimated development budgets. The data reportedly also includes a bootable build of Wolverine. When the news of the data breach first emerged, Sony issued a statement saying it had launched an investigation and confirmed no other Sony divisions were affected. Neither it nor Insomniac have commented on the latest publication of the material. Cyber Daily published a statement attributed to Residia spokesperson. Yes, we knew who we were attacking. We knew that developers making the games like this would be an easy target. We were able to get the domain administrator within 20 to 25 minutes of hacking the network. Sony has launched an investigation, but it would be better in the backyard. Apparently, the Residia spokesperson said money was the only motive for the attack.
They said, "Fuck you, pay me." Okay.
Yeah. The data released includes a slide that reveals Insomniac's upcoming game list. The planned games are Marvel's Venom in 2025, Marvel's Wolverine in 2026, Marvel's Spider-Man 3 in 2028, a new Ratchet and Clank in 2029, Marvel's X-Men in 2030, and an untitled new IP in 2031-2032. As with all information revealed in the data breach, the release slate is subject to change. Another slide shows an extended roadmap that includes multiple X-Men games and a second new IP game release in the year 2035. Yet another slide details Insomniac's multiplayer ambitions, which would include Spider-Man 2 Online for 2024, Wolverine Online for 2026, X-Men Online for 2028. These release plans may now be out of date. I would love to play X-Men Online with you, though, Travis, because like I told you, I'm not really a Spider-Man guy. Especially if Tony Khan comes back and does Venom, I will play Venom because from what I heard from another article that I read, Venom is supposed to be like what Spider-Man Miles Morales was to Spider-Man.
Yeah, so it's shorter, like a bit short of a shorter thing, and yeah.
So Venom would accompany Spider-Man 2 the way Miles Morales accompanied the original Spider-Man game, and
Makes
then we'll get
sense.
Spider-Man 3 out of that. I'm excited for Wolverine because I am a Wolverine guy. Sucks that I got to wait till 2026, but you know it is what it is. The X-Men licensing
Makes
terms
sense.
are,
I mean, 2-3 years apart. It's
yeah. The X-Men license terms
games
are
take a while to
detailed.
make.
120 million is listed as a developmental budget for each game, with 30 million earmarked for marketing. All X-Men games are meant to be launched by 2035, with a PlayStation console and PC down as platforms. Insomniac's Venom game is fully detailed. It's called Venom Lethal Protector and leads into Spider-Man 3 following the events of Spider-Man 2. Sounds like Venom is Spider-Man 2. I already said that. Another slide suggests Spider-Man 3 may launch in two parts, with part 1 down for holiday 2027 and part 2 pegged for holiday 2028. Multiplayer is listed to launch alongside part 1. A combo game is down for 2029. Again, these plans may now be out of date. So, like you said, fuck you, pay me. Hi, Tommy.
That was
They
already
leaked-
up there. I did that.
Yeah.
You were focused on another screen.
I was reading.
I know. That's why I said we got to get you a second screen.
Yeah, I know. No, fuck you, pay me. Here is everything that they're gonna do, which honestly, like outside of spoilers for the Wolverine game with videos and screenshots and all that, and like I'm kind of excited about the road. Like it's got me excited for what Insomniac plans to do. Like I'm down for an X-Men game. I'm down to play X-Men multiplayer online. Like that'd be dope as fuck.
Here's the thing. The game industry is very fickle. So it's not like when they announce movies, except for now with Marvel, where they have to throw everything out almost, or maybe not. We don't know what the fuck they're going to do now. But in most cases, when they put stuff out like these are the movies we're making, they're usually going to make those movies. But when it comes to games, it's like this can be the plan to make this game and it comes out in a couple years, but you might find out maybe a year into development, they're like, you know what? Nope, this isn't going to work. We're scrapping this. We're doing something else, because the kind of resources and time it takes to make these, they need to know this is worth it if they're going to keep going into this, into this thing, or if they need to do something else. So games like get called off, canceled all the time. Like there was one big fucking thing that everybody was really excited about. It was an Xbox game. I think it was called Scalebound is what it was called. Everybody was like, oh, this is going to be pretty fucking dope. And it's just like, yeah, we're not doing that. Or like when Ubisoft announced they were doing Beyond Good and Evil 2 and everybody lost their shit. That game's never fucking coming out. They announced that shit almost 10 years ago now. So it's just, it's not happening. I'm shocked that Skull and Bones is still coming out. Like I'm still convinced that game isn't real. Apparently it comes out in a couple months. So we'll see. But I won't believe it until I have it in my hands and play it and get to ride around and do my pirate thing,
Yeah, I can see that. Did you play any of the Assassin's Creed pirate games?
Yes, that's why I'm excited. Why I was excited for this one, because Ubisoft is doing purely pirate shit, but I think it's all just the ship combat stuff and not actually being able to do any hand-to-hand sword stuff with it. So if that's the case, that's kind of disappointing, but I did enjoy the naval combat stuff anyway, so we'll see.
Yeah. So I found an article from IGN's Ryan Dinsdale. Netflix gives first look at its Addams Family spinoff Wednesday.
That's why I put that up there earlier. That's why it's down. She said they talked about that already.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, they are doing a spinoff with Fred Armisen as Uncle Fester. It's a thing.
Yeah, slow news week, so yeah, no big deal. But yeah, they're doing the spinoff for Fester. I did hear about that.
It was still in there last night when I made the thumbnail.
Oh.
I do have something fun for you though, Travis.
What you got?
Like, this isn't really like news. This is just something stupid fun that I saw that I was like, let's hear about this. So unfortunately, it's from Fox News, but it's Fox 10 Phoenix's Daniel Miller. Here's how much Kevin McAllister's Home Alone 2 New York trip would cost in 2023.
Oh man, I saw something before about his trip to the grocery store and how much those groceries would cost these days too. And that was fucking ridiculous. I think it went from like 1983 is how much it was, and I remember that number. I don't know why, but that's one of those weird things that's implanted in my head. His groceries cost 1983. I think they said now it'd be like $70 something.
Yeah,
fucking
so
insane.
While lost in New York, McAllister enjoyed a one-night stay at the Grand Plaza Suite for $1,100, and a stay in a similar room for the holiday season in 2023 would cost a staggering $3,480.
Fuck me.
During his
Which
time,
you better do if I pay you that much money.
Yeah. During his time in the upscale hotel, Kevin racked up a room service bill of $967.43 worth of room service, which seemed expensive in 1992, but it would be 3 times as much at $2,062.92 in 2023.
Yeah, I 100% expect whoever's serving that room service to also service me in other ways if I'm paying that much money.
Of course, a trip for a 9-year-old isn't complete without sweets and treats and toys. Kevin indulged in a 3-scoop ice cream sundae costing $18. But if you really wanted to eat 16 scoops of ice cream, it would cost a whopping $96 in 2023.
Shit.
After dessert, it was time for Kevin to grab a few items from Duncan's Toy Shop, where he spent $23. But now it would cost twice as much at $51.37. That's not that crazy, but I mean, I guess it is when you're like, okay, what I could have got for $23 now cost me $50, but like.
But it's also, you got to remember, this was a child spending this money.
Yeah.
It wasn't his money, but it was a child spending this money.
So if you have a little extra money for the holidays to spend and you want to relive Kevin's time in NYC with all expenses included, it would set you back $5,917.20.
Yeah, I can, that's enough to pay for what the fuck is it called? The all-inclusive spot like in the islands and shit. Why can't I remember the fuck it's called?
I don't know.
It's a big brand. They got places on all, like in Bahamas, Jamaica. What the fuck is it called? It'll come to me eventually. Go ahead.
I mean, that's it. I thought it would be interesting to see like how much that New York trip would cost now compared to what it cost him, which is insane. Like something that probably cost between $2,000 and $3,000 is now pretty much $6,000 to do, and inflation's a bitch.
It is sandals. That's what I was thinking. Okay. About. Yeah. You can go and get one of the really good rooms in Sandals, Jamaica for that, all inclusive. Like.
So Bridget dropped this for us in the Slack.
Yeah, JJ, thank you.
Pornhub revealed the most searched video game titles and characters on their website. So for most searched video games on Pornhub, seeing as we're in that niche of nerd shit, I'm assuming the reason people are looking these video games up has nothing to do with what we do over there, but most searched video games, Fortnite is number 1, Overwatch, Minecraft, Pokemon, Atomic Heart, Genshin Impact, Resident Evil, Valorant, League of Legends, Mortal Kombat, GTA 5, Cyberpunk, Sims 4, and then it just kind of goes down from there. The last being Cuphead, which I feel like is a really weird thing to.
Is still so high on that list. That game came out 10 years ago.
Right?
It's crazy how popular that game still is. Wow.
Now you got to remember where we're looking at this, so you got to assume why people are looking stuff up. Final Fantasy's also down there.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's
Still
just it just seems like GTA 5 is just a strange thing to still be looking for, you know.
Baldur's Gate is below Super Mario Brothers and
Somebody-
Splatoon.
People want to see Mario and Luigi spit roasting Peach more than they want to see Baldur's Gate 3.0.
But apparently, the most searched video game characters, Chun-Li from Fortnite,
No
which I mean,
surprise
also
there.
Chun-Li, yeah, no, like the thighs. Tifa from Final Fantasy, again, no surprise. DVA from Overwatch, which I've seen a shit ton of cosplay for. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, which has been something people have been searching for
Solid
since
classic since the 90s.
the original PlayStation came out. Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil, the really big bitch with the hat. Sonic is a thing, which I just saw a TikTok on, which was fucking weird. Kate sent me. I'll have to send it to you. Ada Wong from Resident Evil, Mario, Widowmaker from Overwatch, Mercy, Jinx, Ashley from Resident Evil, Jill Valentine from Resident Evil, which you saw Resident Evil 2, the movie, I get that. Slime from Genshin Impact, and again, it goes on. The last being Freya from God of War. Gardevoir from Pokemon. We don't king shame.
I don't know that one. That's one of them. That's one of them new niggas.
Gen 3.
Ah.
Not that new. Hoenn. Why is Sonic so high, though? Yeah, exactly.
You said he's Gen 3. Is that which one is Gen 3? Is that Ruby and Sapphire?
Yeah, you remember Ralts?
I'd have to see it then, because I know a lot of them, because I've definitely played Ruby and Sapphire.
So here's the thing. We did an episode with Vince, Vince did an episode where they were talking about Pokemon and how people have kind of like fetishized and sexualized Pokemon. And it's like, what Pokemon, if you had a fucking Pokemon, what Pokemon would you fuck? Or something like that. So that's Gardevoir. And if you Google that, a lot of the not safe for work Google images that come up if you have your safe search turned off are a thing. So people are really into that.
That one does look familiar. Okay.
So, but some Sony news from IGN. Sony patent would see PlayStation game difficulty adapt in real time to player skill. Sony has filled a patent that would see PlayStation game difficulty adapt in real time depending on a player's skill level. So for me, the games would get easier, and I appreciate that. As reported by Insider Gaming, the adaptive difficulty calibration for skill-based activities in virtual environments patent was filed on December 7, 2023. Though the filing patent doesn't guarantee this technology will emerge, it does mean Sony is looking into it as a potential feature for upcoming PlayStation games. It would see Sony collect data from players in real time to presumably provide them a more satisfying gaming experience by either increasing the difficulty level to ensure enough challenge is presented or by reducing it to avoid frustration. The patent doesn't just reference blanket difficulty levels like easy or hard either, but instead specifically mentions elements like increasing certain player abilities, altering the number of enemies, and so on. How do you feel about that?
This is, I would say this is a good use of AI, adapt to me and help make my life easier. So I don't have to go in. Here's the thing. I like the way Final Fantasy 16 did this, where they let you adjust certain things, give yourself certain buffs to help you out if you want to do that, instead of just putting like easy, medium or hard. All you adjust certain things, make certain things easier for you, and you adjust the difficulty that way. So if that's how they're doing it, but doing it in real time for you without you having to figure it out, I can see how that could appeal to people. I'd want to adjust it myself because I don't expect the AI to know like what kind of challenge I want and what kind of challenge I don't want. I just want to go away. What do I want to overcome and what do I just don't want to deal with? I don't trust an AI to do that for me yet. But like I said, I like the way that they did it in Final Fantasy 16, where you could adjust certain things.
However, I mean, we know that our phones and everything is always listening. So if you're verbal about like, I wish there were more enemies, or this could be a little harder, and it hears you, it could do it. Like you can talk
but
to the AI.
I typically don't say that out loud. It's just you're typically just playing, and
Fair enough.
I don't talk to myself as much as you do.
I do think it's cool though.
It is. It's very cool. I appreciate the effort and like think, oh, this would be
because
something I'm interested. I would be interested to try it out. I'd say, but
yeah,
in most
Again,
cases,
this
I
is-
would prefer to make the adjustments myself.
this is an advancement in technology and in gameplay. You know, we're seeing a lot of the glasses, the fucking
VR.
VR and the advancements in that, and you know, all of the things that we've done from the Rumble Pack to where we are now with the PlayStation controllers. And
Oh, the
how far
Rumble
we're-
Pack.
yeah.
Oh,
And
I
how far we're
remember the
coming
Rumble
just
Pack.
in our lifetime. So like this is another thing that's really cool to see develop to give you an immersive experience in your video game. So shout out to Sony for that. I got one trailer and then we'll get the fuck out of here, Travis.
All right. Spaceman.
I fled my planet through galaxies, through black holes, through time. And then I found you.
Spaceman.
That really didn't give you shit, did it?
Not at all.
All right. Well,
I fled my planet. Okay. Spaceman.
also like I hate to do this to him, but like I don't want to see like another Punch Drunk Love or anything serious from Adam Sandler, period. I don't.
I get
really
it. I 100% understand that.
So,
I don't know, man. Just give us more Waterboy, dude. Like,
yeah, where the fuck is Waterboy 2? Where the
Like,
fuck is I need
y'all know
I
you
need,
and Vicky got a kid by now, dude. Like, where
I
where
need
is that
Waterboy
sequel?
2. I need Billy Madison 2. A follow-up to Big Daddy would be nice. Like, what's that kid doing now? We know Zach and Cody are all grown up. Where are they at? How's that relationship going? Like, that's what I need, Adam Sandler. Give me that.
Yeah.
All right, Travis, that is it for today. Thank you for joining me and talking porn and leaks, but not the kind of leaks that you get from porn. Different kind of leaks, though I'm sure you can go check out those leaks on Pornhub.
I mean, that may have caused some other leaks for people too. We don't know what they into.
That's true. Well, we do now. We have a list of what they're into,
You're
and we
right.
talked about it.
You're right.
Travis, where can they find you in socials?
Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, all them at Lord_Cussler. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Even though I think Blue Sky doesn't have the underscore because they wouldn't let me do that. But all them things on the things. I'm also on TikTok, even though I don't use TikTok, but I'm there. I haven't ticked or talked anything.
Also, make sure you check out our other hosts who will be here later this week, Mara the Shark Watkins and Bridget. I have to keep tagging Hexstraw because every time I type in it's P Power with the underscore, it doesn't come up as I don't know what's up with that. I constantly try and it doesn't give me that at to click and be a thing. So I just keep tagging Hexstraw.
I mean, just type it in there. You don't have to click on it.
I did, but when I do it, it doesn't come up as like it doesn't actually tag it. It just has the thing in Twitter. I'm talking Twitter. It's not a problem on Instagram. So, but you can follow us on Instagram. TikTok,
are you sure you're
and
doing it right on Twitter? Because you know it's different on Instagram
I'm
and Twitter.
Positive.
Okay,
I'm
just
doing it
making
on
sure.
Twitter. Instagram, TikTok, and X at It's Creatia World, ITSCREATIA World. You guys can also follow me on Twitter at Matt Ritter. That is METTRIDDR for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your wrestling content, and everywhere else on social media. Whether, again, it's Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, or TikTok at Smacking It Raw. For Lord Cusselot, Travis Pointer, a.k.a. The Dragon King, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. Sweet T, a.k.a. T Money, a.k.a. Black Merlin, a.k.a. the HNIC. I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been your #1 news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub.
Peace.